I'm Fiona.
And I am Shooty Bobo, you can call me Bobo.
And I'm Celestine. Now today we've got another revision special for you.
More revision?
Yes, Bobo. We are going to revisit some of the topics we've covered recently.
Now that sounds like a very good idea. What is happening?
Well, we've got brand new episodes of Study Buddies plus our brand new animated stories.
And special revision sessions with Teacher Flora.
Amazing! I cannot wait to get started.
So let's head to the chill out zone. Hello everyone.
Hello! Now don't forget everyone at home, let's say a big hello to them. Hello!
Brilliant. Now, Bobo, please can you remind us what we are revising today?
Well, today we are looking at virtues, vices, and crime.
What an exciting mix, Bobo. Now can you please tell us what today's buzzwords are?
Honest, abuse, punishment, kindness.
Thank you. Did you write down the buzzwords? Be sure to listen out for them throughout the show.
So, virtues are good things, and vices are bad things, and crime are bad things against the law. Well, I'm a bit confused.
Oh, that's a pretty good summary, Bobo. But why are you confused?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen in the study buddies with all that going on.
Let's find out. It's time for Study Buddies.
Well, thanks for the use of your study shack, Alice. I expect you'll be glad to get it back now that the study groups have been disbanded.
Yes, I suppose I will.
I'll definitely be happy to be back to football practice instead of stuck in here all the time.
We'll miss you too, JC. And you know, Teacher Clement said we must still do individual revision. In other words, revise by yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, it's almost time for games. Anyone coming?
Yes.
Okay. Alice?
Nah, I'm excused this week.
Oh, well, okay. Bye.
Bye.
Where are you losers going?
Oh, I thought you had changed, but obviously not. We're going to school if you must know.
You should make up your mind. Do you want to be friends with us or not?
And if you do want to be friends, then why don't you just act normally?
Just because I was nice last week doesn't mean I'm nice this week. You never know what's coming with me.
Why do you always talk to your sister like that? I think she's nice. It will be funny for our friends with them.
What's that?
Probably a wild animal.
Must be a big animal. Come on, we are late.
Did you hear that?
Nah.
It sounded like something breaking. There might be a problem at the hideout.
What does that have to do with us?
Nothing, but don't you want to find out?
Not particularly.
Because you're scared of that animal.
What? No. Follow me.
I sort of miss our study group. It meant we didn't have to do games.
Come on, it will be fun once we get started.
Oh, I forgot my towel. I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
Wow. If you're moving out, you should be more careful with your stuff.
I'm not. I mean, I don't want to. An official came and said that the owner owes the money. They said that I have committed a crime by using the building, and that's going to be pulled down.
What have they done to your stuff? This is abuse. They're the criminals.
Should we go tell others what happened? Perhaps if there are more of us, we can do something.
Thanks, that's kind of you.
Okay, stay here in case the official comes back and tries to do something.
JC! Alice needs you. Something has happened at the hideout.
Do you really expect me to believe you?
He's telling the truth. Come on. One of the study buddies is in trouble.
Study buddies is over, and I've had enough of your game.
Patrick, what are you doing here? This is a girl's lesson.
Diane, wait. Alice is in trouble. Have you seen Grace yet? Diane won't listen. Grace is our only hope.
Yes, but she's in there. We can't just walk in.
Well, maybe we can. Just only this once. It's an emergency after all. Go on.
Are you spying on girls changing into their games kit? That's horrible.
Grace, listen. Alice is in trouble. The hideout is going to be demolished.
Has Patrick put you up to this?
No, Alice is really in trouble. You've got to come with us now.
What a fantastic episode. Did you all enjoy it?
Yes! Excellent. So did I. Now, did any of you hear any of today's buzzwords?
Yes!
Great. Did you hear any buzzwords at home?
Bobo, what's wrong?
Come on, Bobo. We are your friends. You can tell us.
Well, I'm just worried about the study buddies. What's going to happen?
Well, you'll have to wait till next week to find out, because, you know, patience is a virtue.
Don't worry, Bobo. I'm sure it will be okay.
Well, if I'm honest, it just doesn't add up.
Huh, I know something that adds up. It's time for Hot Numbers with Teacher Flora.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Teacher Flora.
Welcome to Hot Numbers. Who can remind us about integers?
Well, they are whole numbers with directions and zero.
That's exactly right. Remember, integers are whole numbers, not fractions and decimals. Now, on the board, we have a number line. Let's first look at addition and subtraction of integers. If we add a positive number, which direction do we move in? Yes, Fabrice?
Right.
Very good. For example, if we add 2 to 2, we move 2 places to the right. 1, 2. And what direction do we move if we subtract a positive number? Yes, Elise?
Left.
Excellent. So, if we subtract 2 from 4, we move 2 places to the left, which gives us the answer of 2. 1, 2. Now, moving on to negative numbers. If we add a negative number, which direction do we move in? Yes, Uwase?
Left.
That's correct. When we add a negative number, we move to the left. For example, if we add -2 to 4, then we move 2 steps to the left. 1, 2. And if we subtract a negative number, we move in which direction? Yes, Bobo?
To the right, Teacher Flora.
Good answer, Bobo. If we subtract a negative answer, we move to the right of a number line. For example, if we subtract -4 from -2, then we move 4 places to my right, 1, 2, 3, 4, to give us +2. Let's look at the rules for multiplication and division of integers. Remember, the rules are the same for both multiplication and division. On this table, we can see that if in a multiplication or division, if both our numbers are positive or negative, our answer is?
Positive.
Very good. But if they are not the same, then our answer will be?
Negative.
Excellent. Let's try some examples. So, what is 8 multiplied by -2? Yes, Fabrice?
-16.
Very good. How about -4 multiplied by -3? Yes, Elise?
+12.
That's correct. Because both numbers are negative, so our answer is positive. So what is 12 divided by 3? Yes, Uwase?
+4.
Exactly right. Finally, what is negative 16 divided by 4? Yes, Bobo.
So one number is negative and the other is positive. So our answer will be a negative. So wait, it's the answer is -4.
Good working out, Bobo. It seems that you have mastered integers. Well done. Now, I would like us to talk about algebra. Who can remind us what we mean by algebra? Yes, Fabrice.
Using letter for number.
That's right. We use letters when either we don't know what a particular number is or when the number varies. Now, on the board, we have 5Z. Who can tell me what this means? Yes, Elise.
5 rows of Z.
Very good. It means 5 lots of Z. And if I said Z is equal to 3 in this expression, what would the answer be? Yes, Uwase?
5 times 3 is 15.
Excellent. Now, sometimes algebraic expressions can look complicated, but we have a method for simplifying these expressions. What do we call this? Yes, Bobo?
I think it's called finding like terms.
Very good, Bobo. Now, on the board, we have an expression 7Z plus 5 plus 2Z minus 3. So we can rearrange it like this. 7Z plus 2Z to give us
9Z.
And then 5 minus 3 to give us
2.
Very good. So we can simplify the expression to read 9Z plus 2. So if we said Z is equal to 2, what would our answer be? Yes, Bobo?
Well, that would be 9 multiplied by 2 to give us 18. Then you add 2. So our answer will be 20.
Excellent work. When we give a letter a value, we always work out that value first. So we're just left with numbers and then we calculate the rest of the expression. Well done for working so hard. Now, I'm afraid that's all for Hot Numbers today. We'll be back later with cool words, but now it's time for a short break.
So do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to a special revision episode of the KnowZone. Bobo, are you okay or you're still addicted to the study buddies?
Well, I'm still worried, but I'll be okay. I'll be a brave gorilla.
That's very good, Bobo. Being brave is a virtue. And today's topic is all about virtues, vices, and crime.
That's right. So let's remind everyone of today's buzzwords.
Honest, abuse, punishment, kindness.
Thank you.
Now, having to wait a whole week for the next episode of Study Buddies is definitely a punishment.
Bobo, it will certainly be worth the wait. Now, why don't we take your mind off the troubles with a little game? Do you think that might change your mind?
Well, yeah, maybe that might work.
Well, let's find out. It's time for the big three.
Welcome to the Big Three.
Now, in this game, it's all about numbers. 3 contestants, 3 questions, 10 seconds. Whoever gets the most right wins these great textbooks.
That is right, and if the scores are tied at the end, we will move into a tiebreaker question.
Remember, you only get to hear the question once.
And you must write down your answers within the 10 seconds provided, or your answer will not count, even if it is correct. Are the rules clear?
Yes.
Make sure you play along at home. Bobo, is the timer ready?
The timer is always ready.
Okay, first question. If a cuboid's cross-section measures 5 by 4 and the length is 4, what is the volume?
And time starts now. And time is up.
Pens down, everyone.
Okay, question number 2. Here goes question number 2. What is -8 squared minus -6?
And time starts now. And time is up.
Pens down, Owase.
Okay, we're moving on to the last question. Question number 3. If I sell a cake that I bought for 1,200 francs for 1,500 francs, what is my profit?
And time starts now. And time is up.
Pens down, everyone. Elise, Fabrice, pens down. Okay, now let's see how everyone did. Fabrice, reveal to us your answer for question number 1.
And for question number 1, Fabrice's answer is, whoa, I think he ran out of time while trying to do that.
Okay, and next up is Elise. Elise, show us your answer for question number 1.
And Elise says, wow, I think she also ran out of time. She didn't finish.
Okay, now let's see what Uwase had for us for question number 1.
And Uwase has, wow, I think this was a rather tricky question.
Okay, now question number 1 was like this. If a cuboid's cross-section measures 5 by 4 and the length is 4, what is its volume? This is the right working. We first calculate the sides. 5 by 4, which gives us 20. And then we get the 20 multiply by the length, which is 4, and it gives us 80.
Wow, so that was supposed to be the answer for question number 1, but sadly no one got it correct. But don't worry, we still have other questions.
Okay.
So now let's reveal the answer for question number 2. Fabrice, what was your answer for question number 2?
And for number 2, Fabrice's answer is 6.
And Elise, show us your answer for question number 2.
And Elise's answer for question number 2 is positive 6.
Okay, next up is Uwase. Uwase, show us your answer for question number 2.
And Uwase, for number 2, the answer is positive 16.
Okay. Now let's see who has the correct answer. Question number 2 was like this. What is -8 squared minus -6? This is the right working. -8 squared gives us 64. Minus -6, it's going to give us 70.
Okay, so then again, this is the correct answer for question number 2, but sadly no one else got it. But don't worry, still next is question number 3. Okay, so now let's reveal the answer for question number 3. Fabrice, what's your answer for question number 3?
And for question number 3, Fabrice's answer is 1,000.
Okay, next up is Elise. What is your answer for question number 3?
And Elise's answer for question number 3 is 200 francs.
Okay, and Uwase, what was your answer for question number 3?
And Uwase got 1,200 francs for question number 3.
Okay, now let's see who has the correct answer. Question number 3 was, if I sell a cake that I bought for 1,200 francs for 1,500 francs, what is my profit? So this is the right working. I bought a cake at 1,200 francs and sold it at 1,500 francs. So my profit is 300.
Well, I'm afraid no one got any of the sums correct.
But never mind, because it was a very good effort by all of you. Although you didn't win the books, you do not go home empty-handed. You get a special prize thanks to our friends at the Longhorn Publishers. Let's give them a round of applause.
Unfortunately, we didn't have any winners here today, but I'm sure you enjoyed playing the Big Three at home.
Well, it was certainly a challenging game, Selo.
Yes, really challenging. Why don't we cool down with cool words?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Teacher Flora.
Today on Cool Words, we are revising what we've been learning over the last few weeks. I'd like to start by looking at conditional sentences. Now, we looked at two types of conditional sentences. First conditional describes something that is likely to happen. So, we use the first conditional to describe something that could happen. For example, if I am naughty, I will be punished. Notice how the if clause is in the present tense and the main clause is in the future tense. Second conditional describes something that is unlikely to happen. The second conditional is used to describe sentences that are unlikely. For example, if I had committed a crime, then I would go to prison. Notice how the if clause is in the past tense, and then we use would. I'd like you each to come up with an example of a conditional sentence, and we'll then all say whether it's first conditional or second conditional. Let's start. Yes, Hope.
If I pass my exam, I will go to university.
Very good. And what is that?
First conditional.
Next. Yes, Husi.
If I had any superpower, I would be able to fly.
Fantastic. And what is that?
Second conditional.
Next. Yes, Shema.
If we finish school early, I will go swimming.
Brilliant. And what is that?
First conditional.
Bobo?
If I had one wish, I would want the world to be filled with kindness.
Awesome. And what is that?
Second conditional.
Excellent. Now, on the board, I have some words that we can use to make pronouns. Any, every, no, and some. For example, anything, everything, nothing, and something. Now, although we're not giving a precise number, using these words reveals an indication of quantity. I'd like you to help me define them. First, every. Yes, Bobo?
Every means all.
Exactly right. We use every to refer to all, whereas no refers to... Yes, Hope?
Nothing or none.
That's good. How about any? Yes, Musi?
At least or a little bit.
That's correct. We use any in negative sentences or questions. For example, is anyone there? Or there wasn't any left. And finally, how about some? Yes, Shema?
Part or a portion.
Very good. We use some when we're talking about a non-specific number of things in positive statements when we're sure that something exists. For example, there were some prisoners being punished.
Teacher Flora, I think everyone understands.
That's very good news, Bobo. Now, on the board, we have each other and one another. We use these expressions when we're talking about two or more people doing the same action. For example, dancing with each other. Now, if it's two people, we use each other. If there are more than two people doing the same action, we use one another. Who can give me an example using one another? Yes, Hope?
My friends are always honest with one another.
Very good. And if there were just two of you, yes, Bobo?
My friend and I are always honest with each other.
Fantastic. Now, let's look at the board again. We have three words: each, either, and neither. I'd like you to come up with an example using one of these words. Yes, Musi?
Each of my teachers treated me with kindness.
Very good. We use each when a group is doing the same individual action. What about either? Yes, Shema?
Either of my parents will always help me with my homework.
Very good. We use either when there's a choice between two individuals carrying out an action. How about neither? Bobo, can you think of an example?
Yeah. Neither my dad nor my mom smoke, and they say it's wrong to abuse your body.
That's very true. Notice how we use neither to describe two negative actions. That is, your dad not smoking and your mom not smoking. Now, before we go, I want us to look at two words. Kind and kindness. Kind is an adjective, a describing word, and kindness is a noun, an object or thing. So, you can see how we can turn an adjective into a noun by adding ness to the end. So, an adjective plus N-E-S-S, ness, gives us a noun. Well done, everyone. You've worked really hard today. Let's sit back and enjoy another animated story.
It is story time.
Welcome to the African Tales, and this is the story of Nana the gorilla. In the deep forests of Volcano National Park, a papa gorilla prepared a nest. He carefully selected the softest branch and twigs, for this was a very special day. Now, Mama Gorilla carefully placed their newborn son into his cradle, and something happened. The baby woke and blinked his eyes open. He looked around to see his mother and father watching back with the eyes filled with kindness, now waiting for him to speak his first words. You see, as is customary to gorilla tradition, the parents can only name the baby as soon as he utters his first words on that day. The baby gorilla, upon looking around, said, "Nana." "Nana?" His mother and father repeated, and suddenly the baby gurgled and laughed, making everyone dance and sing in celebration. Days turned into years, and Nana the gorilla grew up fast and strong. He loved to explore all manner of things. In school, Nana met all kinds of primates, those with tails and those without, some which were colorful and others that were blunt, big snouts and small, hairy and bald. Though everyone was unique, there was no other that looked quite like him. Now, being the biggest in his class made Nana feel awkward and shy. So shy that when the others started studying hard on how to jump from tree to tree, Nana ran off into the jungle to do what he loved best on his own, exploring. One day, while he was busy wandering through the forest, he saw an awkward-looking animal staring back at him. Curious as ever, Nana inched closer, but the animal suddenly disappeared, only to reappear in a matter of seconds right up close to Nana's face. He smiled and then said, "Hi, my name is Stylo, the honest mongoose, and since we are both not in school, want to explore more of the forest with me?" Excited, Nana granted. After hours of walking through the thicket, they arrived at the stump of a humorous marula tree. Stylo said, "Just look at those tasty fruits, so big and juicy. What do you say? Let's eat some." But Nana was unwilling, for he knew the marula fruits were filled with alcohol. Stylo jumped into a tree and plucked out 5 marula fruits for himself and 5 others for Nana. Stylo licked his lips with so much delight that curious Nana didn't waste a moment. He bit into his share of the fruits, and together they ate and ate and ate as much as they could, increasing the size of their stomachs with the drug-filled fruit. Now, on their way, staggering back towards the jungle school, they saw a bush, and like other bushes, Stylo said, "I've heard that if you smoke these leaves, They'll make you the smartest ape in the forest ever. Drunk from the alcohol fruit, they both smiled and at one another. Nana tried to smoke, but it was disgusting. He quickly threw the cigarette into the ground. Unfortunately, the cigarette was still lit. Meanwhile, back at the jungle school, as all the other monkeys were playing, his mother and father came in to bring Nana a tasty lunch meal. But Nana was nowhere to be seen. Alarmed by the news, the parents immediately went to Principal Chief's office, but they didn't even make it to the door, for shouts and screams of panic were heard. A few feet across the school gate, they saw Stylo the mongoose and their beloved Nana jumping up and down in fright as they tried to put out a huge towering fire. Now, because of the fruits they had eaten, they were unable to stop the fire. They were helpless. Without a moment to waste, Papa Gorilla ran to their aid as everyone watched in terror. When it was finally over, Nana and Stylo stood in front of the entire school, explaining the cause of the fire. Now, the news of her son taking alcohol and drugs only saddened Mama Gorilla. Nana, she said as tears rolled down her face, don't you know drugs and alcohol abuse is a healthy risk? Nana, seeing how badly his behavior had risked the lives of his parents and fellow students, began to snivel and cry. I'm so sorry, Mama and Papa. I made a poor decision. I deserve punishment. Nana said, I promise you from this day, I'll stay and study in school instead of doing things that only harm me and others. Me too, Stylo uttered, much to everyone's surprise. And so from that day, Nana the gorilla became a better son, student, and a friend. And that is the end of the story of Nana the gorilla.
Wow, I'm glad the gorilla realized the error of his ways.
That's right, and I blame the naughty mongoose for leading him astray. Did you all enjoy it?
Yes! Brilliant. Now, that was a fantastic story to end today's show.
It's over already.
Well, don't worry, Bobo. It only shows how quickly time flies, and before you know it, it'll be next week. And that means...
more study buddies?
Glad you're feeling happy, Bobo. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you all so much for helping us today. You've all been amazing.
And we'll see you next time for another special episode of the KnowZone.
And with study buddies?
Yes, with study buddies. Come on, everyone. Let's say goodbye.
Goodbye.